Now that book, you have another one that the volume 1 and 2. This is about chinuch, right?
Yes. Since I started about 15 years ago, 17 years ago, even before that, I would see a nice word on chinuch, I would be interesting. And then I started collecting it.
You wrote it down?
I wrote it down. I photocopied it. I had a folder. And I started having hundreds and hundreds. And then when I started teaching parents, I really liked to put in a maramakim, a source, a story of a tzaddik that said something that like I'm saying it. Because why should I say it from me if I could say it from them?
Yeah.
I just want to digress a minute to a yesod that parents need to know when you have a struggling child. Child is any age. Someone said child, 8 years old. They're your child. They're your child. So it really boils down to this one story and psak from the Chazon Ish. It's fascinating. And I saw this, and it's written in Maisa Ish. Also, I bring it down in here, of course. And Reb Gershon Edelstein Zatzal, the Rosh Yeshiva of Ponevezh, the Gadol Adar, who was probably one of the last connections to the Chazon Ish, who was such a prime, special bacher when he was young, that the Chazon Ish told his nephew, Reb Chaim Kanievsky Zatzal, to learn with Reb Gershon. That's why he looked at Reb Gershon as his Rebbe. He was always Makar Tov. That's why after I went to Reb Gershon, I have a video where I went to him, I discussed the whole Mahalach and everything. Afterwards, I went to Reb Chaim Zatzal. And it was a beautiful video. It was a beautiful moment. I brought him the transcript, and he went through it, and he said, "Listen to whatever Reb Gershon said." So, and he gave me a bracha, very special. I brought him all the names of the parents. I have several hundred at a shot, and he gave a bracha. It was a very nice moment. It was a very good memory for me. So Reb Gershon brings down the story of the Chazon Ish also several times. There was a father that had a child, a son that went off the derech. It's in the times of the Chazon Ish. One day, the son says to his father, "Tati, I want you to buy me a car." What does the father say? When the son, who's Machal Shabbos, says, "Tati, I want you to buy a car," everybody would say the same thing. I'm happy to buy you the car on one condition. What's the condition? You're not going to drive it on Shabbos.
Right.
I'm not going to buy you a car. Yeah. To become a Machal Shabbos B'Fahesia on my buck, I'm going to pay for you to go to Gehenim. Machal Shabbos B'Fahesia, Ka'akum L'chol Davar, etc., etc., etc. I'm not supplying this for you. We don't supply dangerous things. We don't supply bad things. We certainly don't supply sin. If you want to sin, I can't stop you, maybe. But even those who say I can't stop you, I'm not going to stop you, but I ain't going to supply you. And the son said, "No deal." It's interesting because you see, he was honest. He could have said, "Okay," and then just
move on,
buy it, and drive it on Shabbos. Yeah. What's the father going to do? Take it away? Park it around the corner. He was honest. He said, "No deal." Ki shehagia el Rabbeinu. When this reached Rabbeinu Chazon Ish Zatzal, understand Das Torah. He was meyayitz the father. He advised the father, he said, it's kedai to give the car to his child without any conditions. Wow. Listen to these words, because this is the yesod. Ki dafka b'derech zu, specifically in this path, to gadel hashpa asayalav. His hashpa, his influence, will become higher. The Chazon Ish gave a derech, the derech of supply. The derech is that if I supply you, dafka b'derech zu tegadol hashpa asayalav.
But he meant to say that he's going to build a certain respect. He's going to earn a certain connection for this child, and this child will eventually turn around.
100%. And dafka b'derech zu. In other words, out of all the things that you can do for your child, when you supply the sin, that is what creates influence, because the kid knows how you feel.
Right.
That's what Reb Gershon said. The kind wissen doch, wie was the Tate halt. You have such a great video. You have to see it. And he said, they know how you don't have to teach them lessons, and you don't have to do all that. But if I understand that you're different, and I supply you with the car, what happens? There's no fighting. There's no screaming. The kid doesn't feel homeless. The kid doesn't feel, I wish my parents weren't from, because then I would have parents. What? I'm not a murderer.